This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news this hour, only a week into the new year, and Manatee County detectives are investigating a fatal shooting of a man Saturday in Bradenton. Detectives are also trying to crack unsolved murders from last year. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo joins us live now from Manatee County Sheriff's Office with more tonight. Dwayne.
Well, guys, most of the homicides in Manatee County have been resolved, but some are unsolved. The Sheriff's Office is saying they're working diligently to try to solve some of these cases, and they're looking for the public's help.
It was just last Saturday, 41-year-old Jody Pierce was found dead in a Bradenton apartment. His death has been since ruled a homicide. While Manatee County detectives are now diving into that case, they still have a few cases in 2017 that remain unsolved. In all, Manatee County Sheriff's Office spokesman Dave Bristow says there were 22 homicides that occurred in Manatee County last year.
All in all, we only really have 2 incidents where they're unsolved at this time.
And according to Bristow, it's the case where Dwayne Hutchinson was found dead after a report of a burglary in East Manatee County that has detectives working around the clock.
And that's the one where we really haven't gotten a ton of information in that case.
A reward of up to $8,000 is being offered for information that leads to an arrest of a suspect in the case. In addition, $5,000 is being offered by the Gold Star Club of Manatee County. Also, the case of Jose Baraja Santibanez, found dead in Mayaca City. Manatee sheriffs still waiting on evidence to come back on a triple homicide where a shootout occurred, leaving 2 dead in Bayshore Gardens and 1 dead in Sarasota.
Nobody wants to solve a case more than the detective assigned to that case. They take it personal because a lot of these families, they've lost a loved one, and until they get closure, they really can't move on.
Bristow highlights tips from the public being of the utmost importance.
A lot of times, information from the public is what can really push it over the top. You've got a good, strong case, but you just need that one last thing that will allow you to have the probable cause that you need to make the arrest.
That was Dwayne Lindo reporting from Manatee County. New details in a weekend shooting investigation. Bradenton police detectives are looking for a person who may be responsible for injuring 2 men. Police releasing a photo of a dark green Nissan Xterra SUV that they believe could be involved in the shooting. They're also asking for help identifying the person in this photo. Police say the shooting happened along State Road 64 on Saturday afternoon. Officers called to a crash when they found both the driver and passenger had been shot. The 22 and 24-year-old victims were taken to Blake Medical Center for treatment. The driver remains in stable condition. The passenger is recovering in critical yet stable condition.
The U.S. Supreme Court has decided not to get involved in a battle between the city of Holmes Beach and the owners of a beachfront treehouse, which means that $30,000 treehouse will now have to be torn down. Lynn Tran and Richard Hazen have been battling the city of Holmes Beach over the treehouse since 2013, 2 years after it was built. The couple says they received verbal permission from the city to go ahead and build. And then after it was up, someone complained and the city told them that they needed a permit for it. The couple applied for one but were denied. The city's reasoning being that the structure is built too close to the water, so they took that issue to court. After a district court would not hear the case, it ended up in the hands of the U.S. Supreme Court, which only hears 80 of the thousands of cases they're asked to take each year.
It's been a long road, so it's disappointing. We're kind of at the loss as to what to do right now. Maybe City Hall will have a change of heart and will work with us on coming up with some good resolution.
Tran and Hazen have not talked to their attorney yet about next steps. They hope to have some direction in the coming days.
According to an outside consultant, Venice's Fire Station 1 is falling apart. The 40-year-old building has never had any major structural work done to it. The fire chief says the roof leaks, there's mold, and there have been rats in the building. After years of fixing small issues, the city brought in a consultant to determine what needs to be done. Their recommendation is being presented to the city tomorrow, but it looks as if the building may need to be knocked down and rebuilt.
We need a little bigger facility. We've discussed possibly a 3-bay station. That station was built over 40 years ago, and the response that they had back then is different than what we have today. We just closed out with almost 3,800 calls this past year.
The initial report says the new building would cost about $5 million, but that number is not set in stone yet. The City Council will meet to hear that presentation tomorrow.
Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at your first alert forecast. Bob?
A lot nicer this evening. Temperatures much warmer. 68 degrees right now, clear skies, a few high clouds moving around. Now, the dew point temperature is way up there compared to what we saw last week. It's at 60. That means our low tonight will not go below that for the most part. We do have some changes in store, though. There's an area of low pressure developing to the west and north of us. It's a slow mover, and it is disassociated with the overall wind pattern, so that means it's just going to hang out here for a couple of days, really, and it will send some pieces of energy around our area on Tuesday and Wednesday, bringing with it an ever so slight chance for a shower or two, but the actual cold front won't move through here. The next one, though, will, and that'll happen on Friday. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. 60 right now in Jacksonville. It's 66 in Orlando, much milder across the entire state. 73 now in Miami and 70 into Key West. And your evening planner looks to be pretty good. A warm temperature of 63 at 11 o'clock with just a few clouds around. We'll have the rest of the work week's forecast and take a look at that next cold front coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies making an arrest in a pair of weekend armed robberies. Sheriff's deputies arresting Joshua Rohrbaugh for robbing 2 Shell gas stations at knife point. Now, Sarasota police believe Rohrbaugh may be the same man who robbed a convenience store Saturday night in Sarasota. Detectives say charges are expected soon.
Sarasota police are looking to clean up the area of 23rd Street and Leon Avenue after reports of open-air narcotics transactions. Last night, police tried to arrest Irvin Brown for an open container in that area. Brown began to resist officers and was taken into custody. Officers then found 37 pieces of crack cocaine in Brown's pocket. He was arrested and charged with cocaine possession with intent to sell 1,000 feet within a church, resisting a law enforcement officer, possession of drug paraphernalia, and open container.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, the controversy continues over that new book on President Trump's administration, how the president's team is fighting back against the book's publisher.
And Oprah for president, why that idea has gone viral on the internet overnight.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Get breaking news, plus first alert weather and traffic focused on where you live. Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC7, weekdays starting at 5.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
The fire and fury fallout continues. For the president's team, it's been an all-out war against the best-selling book and ex-chief strategist Steve Bannon, who is heavily quoted in that book. Fire and Fury also has the president defending his mental fitness after suggestions that top advisors consider Trump to be an idiot and a moron. The president tweeting throughout my life, my two greatest assets have been mental stability and being, quote, like really smart. On ABC's The View, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham was asked to weigh in on that tweet.
So do you think he's like really smart and a stable genius?
I think this, if he doesn't call himself a genius, nobody else will.
Trump's personal legal team sent a cease and desist to the publisher of Fire and Fury, but the publisher is not backing down, responding today that the president's efforts to suppress the book are unconstitutional.
Now to the Golden Globe Awards and the growing push for Oprah Winfrey to run for president. The mega mogul delivering an impassioned speech on a night when Hollywood took a vocal stand. Host Seth Meyers pushing the idea of an Oprah presidential ticket, and the internet went crazy. ABC's Ariel Reshef has the latest now from New York.
A powerful night in Hollywood. The 2018 Golden Globes getting off to a pointed start. Stars walking the red carpet dressed in black. Host Seth Meyers diving headfirst into the theme of the evening, Time's Up.
Well, I think it's time to address the elephant not in the room. Harvey Weinstein isn't here tonight.
But it was his quip about a possible 2020 presidential ticket that sparked a social media frenzy, using reverse psychology on Oprah Winfrey.
I just want to say, Oprah, you will never be president.
Meyers playing off his jabs at Donald Trump from the White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2011 that might have played into now President Trump's decision to run. The levity Sunday night later followed by this poignant moment. Winfrey accepting the Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award, the first African-American woman to receive the honor. In that only Oprah can way, the mogul delivering a captivating message.
So I want all the girls watching here and now to know that a new day is on the horizon.
The internet immediately abuzz with endorsements. The hashtag She's Running surpassing 1 million mentions. Well, despite the public urging, Oprah has said repeatedly in the past that she will not run for president, even calling her decision definitive. Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Up next, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is back with your forecast for this upcoming work week, and it looks a little better than last week. We can tell you that. Stay with us.
Time to go boating, but first, don't miss the 17th annual Charlotte County Boat Show, January 11th to the 14th at the Charlotte County Fairgrounds. Show admission is free and on-site parking is only $5. January 11th through the 14th. Visit GoBoatingFlorida.com for more information.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in an accident, whether or not it's your fault, your insurance company might be responsible for some of your expenses. So give us a call. We've got your back.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, They can give you a chance to do just that. And with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
It's time to go boating, but first, don't miss the 17th annual Charlotte County Boat Show, January 11th to the 14th at the Charlotte County Fairgrounds. Show admission is free and on-site parking is only $5. January 11th through the 14th. Visit goboatingflorida.com for more information.
Finally, some warmer temperatures. We deserve them after last week.
After last week's unbelievably cold temperators across most of the eastern third of the nation.
Yeah.
I've come up with a new T-shirt idea with this on it right here. So I survived Florida's week of winter. That was the first week of 2018. That was a picture from Friday night's sunset. Unbelievable picture, wasn't it? And it was cold that night, too. It was Music on Main, a beautiful photo that is. And again, that is gone now, and now we're looking at warmer weather. This was a sunrise this morning. Janet Hayes sending this one into pics at mysuncoast.com. Appreciate that. We don't show a lot of sunrise photos, but it was brilliant this morning. Anyways, a webcam showing a lot of clouds around this afternoon. Clouds associated with a storm system trying to develop to the west of us right now. And that storm system will eventually bring us a little bit of a shower or two, I think, over the upcoming 48 hours. Not much, though. The main part of this storm will stay well west and north of us over the upcoming 2 days. As far as the headlines read, a warmer work week, that is. Temperatures will stay above average now throughout the rest of the week. Slight chance for showers comes Tuesday and Wednesday. Better chances for rain on Friday, when a cold front will move through and will have a little bit bigger impact on us. As far as the rain goes, you can see some showers and storms associated with the trough of low pressure out ahead of the actual cold front was still way back here. That area of low pressure spinning over the lower Mississippi Valley. There's that line of showers and storms. What you see down to our south, again, I showed this earlier, is not rainfall. It's actually military exercises going on, military shaft. You can pick it up on the radar picture. You'll know that it's not rain because the clouds are not there and the returns are showing up. But the high-level cirrus clouds have been moving in advance of that storm system. 68 degrees right now. Although the airport's reporting clear skies right now, there are some clouds around. Dew point is at 60. Winds are out of the east at 6, and the pressure 30.06 inches. The high today, finally, above average, 73 degrees. 53 was the morning low. Those two numbers are pretty close to where they should be for this time of year. And 58/100ths of an inch of rainfall. That's about 4/10 below our average. Well, statewide temperatures are warm too. This is nice to see. 70 in my Key West, 73 in Miami now. 60 in Jacksonville, 60 in Tallahassee, and temperatures in the upper 60s to 70 degrees here along Manatee and Sarasota counties from Northport to Bradenton. The Gulf water temperature now at 59 degrees. We'll start to see this number go up somewhat too, at least a couple degrees over the next couple of days. Tomorrow's hourly forecast does call for a mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day. There may be a little bit of patchy fog to start the morning off too, but temperatures will be into the mid-70s. We're expecting a high right around 75 degrees. And a little chance of any significant rain. We may see one or two lone showers around. Well, nationally, the big story is this storm, which is creating some freezing rain earlier over portions of Georgia. Temperatures currently, it's warm across the Great Lakes too, finally, after going sub-zero. They're into the mid-30s there. Temperatures can't go above 40 degrees when there's snow on the ground. That's interesting to note right there. A temperature of 36 in Cleveland. And as far as the highs go for Friday, some of that snow may be melting in places like St. Louis and also into Kansas City. Well, for boaters tomorrow, a light chop on the bays and inland waters. Water temperature is now at 59. The UV index tomorrow will be a 6. And beaches will see a high right around 72 degrees. Inland areas a little bit warmer into the mid-70s there. Low tide upcoming 129 and a high tide will be at 6:44. Sunrise at 7:21. Mostly cloudy tonight. A slight chance for a shower or two. 60 for your low. And tomorrow, look for a high of, that should be 75. No wind chill factor there. There's the high. 75, 20% chance for a shower, 30% chance for a morning shower on Wednesday. Then we warm up 76 on Thursday. Nice there. The front arrives Friday late day, bringing with it a chance for showers and storms. And even into Friday night, there's a slight chance for a few showers. But by Saturday, things should clear out. It will turn drier and cooler as well, with highs into the upper 60s and only low 60s on Sunday and Monday. Linda?
Coming up, we'll reveal who's going to be inducted into the Circus Ring of Fame and what's in Chucko's violin case.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. And I think of kids going to school hungry. Hunger, homelessness. In this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
When John Reenling moved his circus winter quarters to the Suncoast, he gave our community a very special gift.
And tonight we celebrate that heritage in a place we call home. ABC7's Linda Carson has more.
The Circus Ring of Fame began in Sarasota in the mid-1980s when people were seeking a way to honor Sarasota's circus heritage.
They came up with this idea how to create the Ring of Fame by putting in the plaques on the ring.
The plaques circle the park inside St. Armand Circle. Honorees are nominated by the public, voted on and selected by former inductees. The ring serves several important purposes.
To keep alive circus history in Sarasota, to focus it on the public especially. When they walk around the ring, they wonder, what is this all about? Then they all of a sudden realize, this is part of our history.
They honor very famous circus people.
From Cecil B. DeMille for the movie The Greatest Show on Earth, went in a couple years ago. The Prince of Monaco, because the Circus Festival in Monaco is one of the highest circus festivals in the whole world. They inducted him. Of course, Irvin and Kenneth Feld. Of course, P.T. Barnum.
And those from all parts of the circus.
From backstage, behind the scenes, great performing artists, producers, management, every part of the circus and the industry is represented here.
This year, our own Chucko the Clown will become one of 15 clowns in the Ring of Fame. He's deeply honored to join this illustrious group.
The people inducted into the Circus Ring of Fame here at St. Armand Circle have reached an epitome of quality, representation, and honor in our industry in the fact that they represent the entire industry worldwide.
And in recent years, famous animal stars have been included, like Jumbo the elephant and Starless Night the horse. This year, it's Ursula Botcher and her polar bear, Alaska.
She was a key international member of the community, foremost trainer of polar bears and Kodiaks ever.
The Circus Ring of Fame is a very important spot in our community.
It's very important for tourism, it's important for circus people, and you'd be surprised how meaningful this is to the circus community.
The 2018 induction into the Circus Ring of Fame is this Saturday on St. Armand Circle at 2 p.m. The music starts at 1:30. Come on out, you may see some circus stars. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Congratulations to Chucko. He's such a great guy, such a great ambassador to the, of the circus,
Absolutely.
to Circus Sarasota, to the area.
He's a friend of mine on Facebook. We always corresponding back and forth. A great guy and a great family too.
Yep, absolutely. Tonight, Bob, how are we looking?
Looking pretty good, really. Just some clouds around, no wind chill advisories, no freeze, no frost. I like that.
It was kind of nice to see everybody back in the swing of things, you know, going out with a walk for their dogs or riding the bikes.
Today for the first time in weeks.
Absolutely. It was nice this afternoon especially. Warmer tomorrow.
World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you again at 11. Have a good night.